Okay, so today we're doing What She Said by the Smiths. I decided to do this song as it is the last song that I have not reacted to on their album Meat is Murder. So, yeah, we're gonna get into it just to finish off the album. And I do think that somebody requested this. The title sounds familiar anyway. And yeah, so we're gonna get into it. It's not too long of a song, like many Smith songs, kind of short and sweet. So let's get into it and see what it's all about.
What she said, how come someone hasn't noticed that I'm dead and decided to bury me? God knows I'm ready, love, ready to go. What she said was sad, but then all the rejection she's had to pretend to be happy could only be idiocy, love, ready to go. What she said was not for the trouble lover that she never what she read already would she didn't prophesize. It took a tattooed boy from Birkenhead to really open her eyes. What she read already would she didn't prophesize. It took a tattooed boy from Birkenhead to really open her eyes. What she said, I smoke 'cause I'm hoping for an again, and I need to cling to something. What she said, I smoke 'cause I'm hoping for an again, and I need to cling to something.
Well, What She Said by the Smiths, and that song, it sounded really familiar. I don't know, I mean, a lot of songs by the Smiths, I mean, they can sound familiar, they can take their own sounds. And yeah, but I looked it up. I see that I have not reacted to it, so I'm pretty sure I'm good here. Anyway, I'll just talk about this song here from genius.com. So it says, What She Said is told from a female perspective. It's rare for male songwriters to write about women with empathy rather than a desire, and how it taps into a certain kind of teenage girl's fantasies. Accompanying is a tune where Morrissey beats a path to your head, but it's Johnny Marr's melodies who carry the words to your heart. So, obviously, I mean, Marr and Morrissey, quite the team from the mid '80s there, and yeah, so written by Johnny Marr and Morrissey, bass Andy Rourke, drums Mike Joyce, the same stuff. Released February 1985. So yeah, and I really liked the ending there as well. When there was, the singing was done, and we're just going in, we're just having a good time now. Everyone's rocking out, and that sounded all very nice, very well done. So we're gonna get into some annotations now with the first verse. So it says, "What she said. How come someone hasn't noticed that I'm dead, and decided to bury me? God knows I'm ready." And I was, there's no lyrics on the screen, but I was looking over on my laptop here and looking at the lyrics there. And as always, I mean, there's always great lyricism. There's always interesting lyricism, and things to ponder. So it says the girl in question here is an autobiographical representation of Morrissey. They are depressed about themselves as a person, not as a worker or lover. So they try to find, so they tries to find her place. This person didn't write this very well. So they try to find their place and meaning in life by reading classic philosophical books, which actually don't have any more insight into life than she already has. And also, I mean, obviously, this person in this song is, wishing for an early death. They're kind of yelling for it. So with the second verse, what she said was sad, but then all the rejection she's had to pretend to be happy could only be idiocy. So obviously, this person has had quite the bad life. Morrissey has said his athletic ability saved him to a large degree from bullying during adolescence. Still, he has described this period as a time when he was often lonely and depressed. As a teenager, he began taking prescription drugs to help combat the depression that would later follow him throughout his life. And that's well documented. And then we have this first chorus said again. What she said was not, or no, this is just the first chorus. Yeah, not said again. The first verse was the last time. So yeah, first chorus. What she said was not for the job or lover that she never had. So it says, and the narrator describes never having a job or a lover of his youth. Morrissey said, pop music was all I ever had, and it was completely entwined with the image of the pop star. I remember feeling the person singing was actually with me and understood me and my predicament. And I mean, yeah, you look for that kind of stuff when you're lonely and depressed. You look for other people to relate to, even if it's a pop star, and even if they don't really, even if they're not really there, but you feel like they're there. You can get there at some point, and obviously Morrissey did. So the third verse, what she read, all heady books, she'd sit and prophesize. Excuse the car out the window going fast. Morrissey would spend his adolescence alone in his bedroom reading books such as By Grand Central Station I Sat Down and Wept, the narrator taking words from Elizabeth Smart's prose as he would have thought she could describe his feelings better than he ever could. And I do know a lot of Smith songs. Morrissey likes to take, inspiration from books and poems. I've throughout a lot of Smith songs I've reacted to. That's what I've noticed. And obviously he loves to read. I don't know if he still loves to read or what, but yeah, he obviously back then it was quite the inspiration for him. So it says next line, it took a tattooed boy from Birkenhead to really, really open her eyes. This description of Morrissey's relationship with Johnny Marr, or this is a description of his relationship with Johnny Marr. Morrissey obviously being the girl in question, and Marr being the tattooed boy from Birkenhead. He describes never having a job or a lover and sitting at home reading great literature, but finally being rescued by the tattooed boy Marr, a working class Manchester lad. So yeah, I didn't know he was talking about Johnny Marr there. My goodness, what she said: I smoke because I'm hoping for an early death, and I need to cling to something. These lines convey the traditional ideas that smoking is both bad for your health and is addictive. Thus, the girl smokes for exactly these two things. She's not only she not only needs something vicious in her life, but she also wants to die earlier than one might expect. Following the idea that the girl is actually Morrissey, these lines express sarcasm because, as one pointed out, Morrissey hates smoking. This is pure mockery and or despise for those who smoke, or a critic to how media pressures on smokers, one may wonder. So yeah, obviously Morrissey doesn't like to smoke, I guess, and good for him. Smoking not very good. What she said, I smoke because I'm hoping for an early death and I need to cling to something. So it repeats. So, and that's the song. And then they go into, rocking out again. And yeah, so I'll say, like I said, very nice song. Very meaningful, I would say, with this being about Morrissey and Marr's relationship. I had no idea when I first heard it here until I went over the lyrics. And so yeah, it's very nice. It's a nice little piece about the relationship that's actually, I don't know if they're still friends today. I know that Morrissey's on his own, and obviously they've been broken up as a band since '87 or '88. And I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't really Google this stuff. So, but anyway, in this moment, they're quite two pals, and obviously they went to the top of Manchester Rock at least. And I mean, that's what I saw a lot of comments actually, just about the Smiths and Joy Division and stuff of my reactions, just about how good Manchester is for music. And I mean, it's very true. A lot of great bands came out of Manchester, including Oasis as well. And just seems like the UK, many UK bands, it just seems like the UK knows how to produce good music. I mean, the Beatles as well, the Who. I mean, you got a lot of bands from there. And yeah, it's all nice. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting. Really appreciate all the support. Another Smith's Friday here and gone. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and leave your suggestions down below, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right.